AEW Dynamite, it was really good show tonight. So anyone want to subscribe in this channel, anyone want to subscribe to. So you get one membership, one free, one membership. I'm gonna screen this below. I'm gonna screen below. So here's my new channels at the top below. It's just like every single week. So I was just like AEW Dynamite tonight. It was a fashion show. So this could be between of just results right here. So this could break down about rivalries, assessments, storylines. So let's go break down live right here. So in next match we have a tag team match. So we got Kenny Omega and Bandio and Brody King will take on against the Young Bucks and Sauce Alexander. So I was the last time in Isis when Bandio has a scuffle on defeating the attack titles against the Gates of Agony. So I was it on Dynamite on 24th. I was a Young Bucks has Sauce Alexander and Ray Hiskio lost a lot of match was the tag titles and was all out on the 20th. After when Kenny Omega lost with him and Adam Page and same speed to the John Cass family on Dynamite on September 3rd. So after when Sauce Alexander fought hard throughout but once. After when Bandio cleared the ring, 8-3 trigger, 21 plex. So after it won, Ray Eagle to suit a painful win by Kenny Omega on the Walking Ribbon. So it was afterward the Cleaner tried to clear things up with Matt and Nick Saxon instead, and when Sauce Alexander attacked Kenny Omega after from behind, Source Express has arrived to take out the Young Bucks. So I was involved, so a Cleaner fought off the Walking Ribbon, and Kenny Omega thanked the fans for their support before Andrade and Angelo made a shocking return to attack the Cleaner and with the Don Callis family. So I was was a wild 30 minutes of TV that so this was educate it in multiple legislative ways. So that's that it was open. So the show was empty. It permits to be with 6 of the best in AEW right now. Let's going at it. So Sauce Alexander was vocally given to the babyface and made them look like too amative for a trial this contest. After when Kenny Omega was always going to win here because he was making a big return to the ring and he looked good through not quote at his pack has a performance adjacent to a few summer moves. So it was still AEW will always be the Colonel has a long as he is healthy and ready to compete. That was proven by how much the fans bought into a simple babyface promo. He was celebrating of AEW history about 6 years. So I think it was normally so to set up the returning of a man that hasn't wasted no time to reclaiming himself to the AEW the current roster. So I wasn't many will have different feelings about Andrade. Andrew who has two passes between WWE and AEW more than anyone else in these 6 years. Andrew, but there is no dirty his enemy talent. We have Kenny Omega and Cassie 2 of AEW are already in wanting to work with him, and Tony Khan was happy to bring him back. So it wasn't that signals he should be a good choice to set a roster again. At the fourth place. So in the middle of this match, Brody Key, Bagio, and Kenny Omega. So I wasn't doing the day with Matt Saxon and talked to AEW about a massive interest about Nick lost it all is it a Hard Rock Casino. I just said a Bucks got a sample entrance and Kenny did some money. I knew with my deal, but Sauce Anderson just stopped King from turning in a key body slam to a Young Bucks into Kenny Omega onto Sauce Anderson and one by one then by Dio slams the King onto the walking ribbon. As you made Matt flip to a 21 plex, and then he was a flip by Dio into Sauce Anderson's arms and Kenny Omega key in by Dio, turning it around and hit a triple Paradao. I just said the Cleano is a Scotty Goat. It seems it wasn't inside a ring, but Saperi dove and passed him to go after the Young Bucks. So it was a next match. We have TT, 7-6 match will be all alive. So we got Father Star, Carter Russell, he will take you on against Owens Cassidy. So that was the last time in access with Carter Russell to Scraffle on the TT 7-6 against Commander on the Cluson on 27th. And Owens Cassidy won alongside with Bob Briscoe and Hologram against Sir John Cass family on Dynamite on 24th. After made Owens Cassidy but in multiple ways to involve the brain buster, but could not array. So for the star, hologram has arrived, only, only to trip. Francis squeezed on the top rope. He was setting him up to take the brain buster for the loose. So also afterward, the fake hologram that was revealed himself be a clone and along with the John Callis family. Also has a whole stable stored onto the web and ghetto. So I was surprising almost casually and Color Fawcett were good together to this match did not quote. Except Fawcett squeeze has a real threat just to fall the star down set of stress. It was even with a limit drama. It just was a strong force factor in what could become a great rivalry down the alliance has a conscious, a massive family. As you read the Caddis stable has become common laws in recent sense that stays for him to likely lose the members into a near fussel. So it was a model on why an air claw could use a masterpiece like Caddis and a Kosuke just decided it should. Then we found his ability to turn on his medicine to raise his giant fossil. It was this also walking Ramon. It Trent Barrier looked more responsible at this point a while body case is lucky when not returns to the group. After when he is back from injury, Roger has will. He might be quite running out a while to speed recovery. So obviously even with those temperature X was in just death, either why AEW might want to Scott temperature medicines for the monster of cancer cannot infect all these vessels at the same time. So in the middle of this match, color fossil. As you read AEW a highlight, this package should celebrate in many of the best Dynamite moments also a years. So I wasn't in a basket promo, it was Mark Briscoe. He wasn't mocking MCF going home after losing at All Out. As you made Candice focus on playing a good medicine for Colorado or throwing commentary, almost guessing a most stole center in with a small package. It was a kind of surprising posture. In the next match, we have the Jet Wiles, we take on Harry Adam Hayes, Samoa Joe, and Powerhouse Hobbs. So, it was the last time in Access with Koyo, Category, and Jada Garcia and Sean Moxley to undefeated Pentagon at Matt Menard on inclusive on 27th. Animated hologram Harry Adam Hayes just go undefeated his horse turned against Limali on Dynamite on 24th. Andrew is Samoa Soul in Powerhouse Hobbs undefeated, so Woke Horseman at All Out on the 20th. Having Eddie Page was at House of Follow 12, just massive following up at every Mabel, also Jeff Wallace. He picked up a win. Oh, Corey category with backside and afterwards, so took office with the Cowboy. It was an attitude to the most started boy before security has came out. Actually with best days it was heaven and the pace gave so 8 cents to win. In fact his agent missed more 70 cents and 78 cents for was a dream. So it wasn't real good as it lived up to the legacy of AEW on his 6 years history with many highlights and fundraising dramatic between Danny Garcia and Hobbs. So it wasn't closely sponsored between Heyman and Corey category. Was it a fasting they could have set up a men's World 7-set match between them at was a dream. So I wasn't instead AEW surprised to focus to him and Adam Page was a show with a phenomenal post match. They got Samoan submission machine. It wasn't easy permanent world title continue it takes to his legacy and passed out longest way. So Agnes and Cowboy if so have chemistry and all among us the best just can control the most is the business. I just saw this so it's going to be the most watched match. Eddie Jenny gave Heyman and so Liz is in the next 2 weeks before was a dream to see the story of you dramatic. So in the middle of this match, Heyman and Pace, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Samoa Soul. So Agent with Danny Garcia tried to squad open with Hobbs to set the delight of a crowd that wasn't watching him get flipped in a coastline and he failed attempt. Him and Pace finally got the attack and Danny Garcia was left alone to face his wrath. So Moxley finally fell and only to Power Double the Cowboy to turn the tide. After when Heyman and Pace took out Moxley with backside in, he was meant for category only to one into eat uppercut for the end of fall. After when so the second punch Heyman in to remind him that he'll never really be little. After so agreed to face the Cowboy that was a dream. He was supposed busy to remind himself and him who he is. In the next match, we have Taurus, Tony Storm. He will be taking on against Tay Milo. So was it last time in action when Tony Storm lost her women's World Championship to Chris Stenagel all out on the 20th? After Tay Milo lost alongside Eddie Say, Holly Karen, and Sammy Harry too. It was Mickey Bay, Bobby Ford, Santiago Madness, on the course and also Teeth. After being talentless, Tony Storm found a strong fight and take below, but she was able to wasn't into KO to follow up with a cold hip attack. And Tony Storm sealed for the victory. It was an afterward, so Talentless won, made it clear she was not done with Chris Stenagel. But she also was struggling in it to figure out who she is without her World title. So I wasn't just for quick, but they made it almost not just about 8 minutes. It's anyway to tell the story up to Willow, who was trying to level up against the former champion. As you can see, looked good throughout, but it could never quote match. So Thomas won, and it was a little drama is that regarding even when she Jesus take KO. So I wasn't has to force the parents says Lucy. So they gold. And you made this assessment compass its goals. Team Middle fought hard and while Tony Stone to remains set up top Patrick Sanso for Chris Stenagel. So in the middle of this match, Tony Storm wants the match. So as you made Leo Sanders, Tony Storm says before on Dynamite on social media, Sakura was very spotted on Storm throughout the match, only to pull out said we what since when she spoke. As you made Cindy Gavava, it wanted to Eddie Kirsten that if I was going to take him out, study with him, finally to article on inclusion this Saturday. So, in the next match I have Case of Haggerty, waiting on the SWIRL spell. I had said the last time in Athens, I wasn't lost in the silence of Bandito for the Advanced World Tag Team Championship on Dynamite on 24th. Saswell lost to the Queen on the conclusion on the 27th. So, as you made Usopp, Khan, and Stuart Lord took Ray Christian resources to nothing easy alliance it. So it just stay and just finally put them away with a defensive double. It was the hot Sensei to arrive and MVP. After Heat fell Bobby Lashley, such a buzzman, Gisela's such David to the street fight next week with Accurate Ricochet has accepted this match. So, after this was finally scheduled, afraid, another accident in the match set up the case of Hackney game so small enough to not bury them that but come out and it wasn't win. So actually it was good to see the whole Sasuke in full force it ready to get right back into the ring, not really into Wrestling Dream for the Trios rematch. After being MVP, Bobby Lashley is such a buzzman, so get their way back here. But AEW will need to find a way to keep the demon hot as a world. So OCJ can be the alliance to dishonor the numbers of PPS and when KCE Sabana is back. So in the middle of this match, puts up Khan Khan to argument Ricochet sorry and commentary. It was not kind of to Brian Dennison to deposit his kind demand towards the one and only. So also Anderson win when Ricochet sent Blake Christian into the ring to take the spray gun. It was MVP. He was played to the crowd. He was getting him to things. His name Agile, calling out the Florida area codes. So, so here's the main event. So I was to tag Chris Janangel and Darby Allin will take on against Miss Seville and Rita Huda. So I was the last time it asked when Miss Seville and Rita Huda made a great work of So anyway, his on the cruising on 27th Avenue Chris Stenangel to score on defeating the women's World Championship against two. It was Mia Sakura on Dynamite on 24th. Darby Allin lost to Moxley in a casket match to All Out on the 20th. Also after a wild hardcore ball, Macyville got a power by Rita Huda, just lead to Seville. That was a currently talking out of Rita Huda. He was setting him for 20 from Chris Janangel and coming drop for the devil for the injury. So as you made Thomas Tony's still alive. Afterward to steal down the Simpson. After it's a start boy. Tommy and it with Lady Huda with the bell is it away. As you went into a pack, they save. Sebastian soak out Tommy and in one of Moxie promised he would make him say, I quit. So, I was just with a powerful main event, and we were all full for hard trail. Masonville was calling wrestling with it need to prove wholesale knowing seat was competing with 3 strong wrestlers. So, I guess it was more hardcore mass like a classic, but it was entertaining mass material inspired by Joey Allen and Christian Angel and greatness. I used to the women that was visible, smuggling down to the stress out. It makes it feel more again hell on. Also while Tony Storm and Christian Angel had not caught but the soul set a need for a bar and get face off and they all clearly excited about. So give me 1 minute here guys. So I was excited about the morning that feud calling in a threat next couple weeks. So Thomas One has enough Cody to tease that seat could possibly get he a gold basket right away in the seat. So no. So not. So I was in meanwhile W Allen has says a couple of weeks to figure out how he could possibly beat Moxley at Wrestling Dream. He is going to need some help. So, anyway, on this match, W Allen and Chris Stenado added with backstage. It was Mercedes Monet. So I was agreed to put Hall Championship also aligned next week against someone from Florida and did reviews to team with Harley Cameron. So Harley Cameron in a pre-match interview with Christian Angel is subject to Tony Storm signs play for Wrestling Dream. So 2 teams are in the crowd to start this match. So when I heard it Olympic he was a slim Christian Angel in order to get the legs onto a pole of sales for it. It basically got 20 feet and forced onto from tags. This is the match most painful spot So here's a last one for today. So I was overall. So AEW lucky could have done more to 40 long. It just as a 6 is me, but just was a good Dynamite 12. Was it if the Buzzardry belt was setting up some big announcement this morning of having any pace against Samoa Soul. So I just so started the family did it finished, but it is difficult to follow up in only 30 minutes will. So I would say energy models as is ghostly strong. Starting next week will be a tough so for AEW 60 nights to Tuesday, but Dynamite also built its soul wasn't for that so as well. So I was in effect Mercedes Monet here's it to Undefeated such JBS 7 in Pangeo Fighting here's it Fighting Cassius Okora and Kosuke Chisade. So it was a good level at last two matches, but it did energy this week. The must be a strong ball took a pass. So let's go to my YouTube Q&A poll posted tonight. So give it 1 minute. So I got 80% like this for tonight, 20% is alright, 6% didn't like it. So let's go to on Twitter, my S poll. So give me 1 second. So I got 7% liked it, 7% is alright, and 7% didn't like it. So thank you for watching tonight of AEW Dynamite. If so much more. So Anime Tony Khan. So Tony Khan says thank you all watching on Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite tonight. It's our 6 hour 6 year as we saw right now. So I can be personally all of you have made this milestone of 6 years of so thank you for watching of AJ Dynamite. So have a great Wednesday. Have a rest of your week. I'll see you guys on Friday on Friday Night SmackDown. There's so much more. So we got one single, Occupy Spotify, Podcast Energy is so much more. So I'll see you guys live on SmackDown on this Friday. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.